Now, I just thought, Susan, we would follow on from the comments that people gave us, because since I read them out, we've had, we haven't posted them yet, though, have we?
No.
No, but since we read them out, we've looked up a couple of words. A bloke said, Sam's too old to know what the very rude, what do you say?
Airtight.
Disgusting.
The filthy,
no, filthy word airtight is. I said I had no idea what airtight is.
And I didn't know what airtight meant either.
Let me read out what it says.
I'm sorry, Mum and Dad.
No, we're not being grubby or deliberately rude. Yes. This is new, so you might learn something. Airtight. Whilst in the act of triple penetration, got excited. You could read a word. While in the act of triple penetration, each cock-filled cavity. I'm sorry about this. That's what it said. That's what it says on the machine. Each cock-filled cavity seals every possible air path of entry or escape, thus causing an immensely pleasurable, and I said pleasurable, sensation for the female recipient as her body becomes akin to a vacuum. Seal. Oh, sorry, I got just carried away there.
Does that mean your nose too?
Nose. Could you get
ears?
Could you get a
nose?
snag up someone's nose? That might be a hot dog. And you'll love this. You'll love this. It says, or it gives you all that. It says, gives the female recipient and her body becomes akin to a vacuum sealed container. And then it says underneath, also see Tupperware. An airtight container. Also see Tupperware. But we preferred the original. That's what airtight means. I never ever realised that before.
Just do a Google search, filthy airtight meaning, and you'll see it.
And so it said. Oh yeah, it said three.
Oh, don't go there.
Three cock-filled cavities. Ah, well, that'd be your front bum, your back bum, your mouth, wouldn't it? Your front bum, your back bum, and I like you. You could be five. You could your two nostrils.
And your ears.
Holy shit! This could be a 7. It could be 7. If you can get a snag into both your ears and up your nostrils, we'll start a new record here.
Oh, dear.
Anyhow, and also Tupperware. It's available in supermarkets now. And the other thing, how many times we get called? We're on a boat that's got an engine in it, and we're called. What are we called?
We're a stink boat.
A stink boat. And what are the other yachts called?
They're called wind thieves.
Wind thieves and stink boats. I'll tell you, we've been out up here on the plying the oceans and the waterways.
Sundays,
yeah, the Whit Sundays. 75% of the yachts don't have their sails up. They just use their motors, and they have the audacity to actually look down their nose at you and say, "Oh, you got a stink boat, have you?" Well, they've got pissy little stink boats with little. They never use their sails because usually there's no wind up here. They've got no wind, and so they use their motors. So what a joke that is. A joke, isn't it?
Absolute joke.
What else was there? Was 3 other things we're going to address: airtight containers or things, stink boats, and there was one other thing I was going to say.
Come on.
Well, we've had 2 great days out on Bait Reef, and we went out. You saw us go out with Shane fishing, and it's now absolutely hosing down. It's persistently raining here at the minute, so our timing. One thing you've got to have in life is timing, and I've timed this beautifully. Susan and I. Sue drove the boat back. I parked it because she said she'd park it, but there's a boat a bit close to us on the port side. And she said, if it wasn't there, she would, so it's, when there's any danger, in jumps Dunderclumpen.
He's on the insurance.
Yeah. She said, you're insured, it's on you, you're on the policy, so old Dunderclumpen here takes over the controls. But no, we've done it, and I just thought I'd clear up airtight and stink boats. If anyone calls me and says, so we've got a stink boat, I say, when's the last time you had your sails up? When was it, wanker? So that's it. So I just thought I'd tidy those things up. Anything? Or say something. You said, I watched the last thing and you said, oh, well, there's 7 minutes. I never said a word. Say something. What are we going to do?
Another 5 minutes and I haven't said anything.
Well, say something now. I'll give you complete attention to you. Ladies and gentlemen, now here is the 4-time World Aerobics Champion, Suzanne AOM Stanley, to speak to you. Ladies and gentlemen.
You putting words in my mouth, are you?
Go on. You say something.
No.
Well, to tell us what people have asked you.
Well, people ask, I've been on the boat now for what, 27 days, nearly 4 weeks, so a month now. What have I learnt about Sam that I didn't know?
Oh, no.
What did I learn about you?
Well, if I'd known this was going to be one of your final statements, I wouldn't have.
I can honestly say I have learnt a lot about you.
I'll go easy.
It's some been good, some been bad. But
well, people will say, don't worry about the good. That's what does. I don't know why I'm encouraging this, incidentally, and it sounds like I got tickets on myself. I haven't. I didn't bring it up. What's bad? What have you found
well, I
bad?
didn't know that you just walked around in your jocks or your Speedos all the time, 24/7. Like, that's just, doesn't matter. It's just,
Sue, if I showed you my jocks now, they are exactly like Speedos.
absolutely.
Look, I'll show you.
Just look like underwear, but they are
They don't
Speedos.
look like underwear. I'll show you.
Give us a look.
If I will. Don't tell me that they don't look like, if you cut the bombs out there, they just like Speedos.
Well, seriously, they are underwear.
Can I tell you something? The man next door who's sitting on the back of his... There's a bloke next door. A bloke next door sitting on the back of his transom here with a mate. When I stood up and showed my underwear, he visibly lifted a foot with his eyes stuck out like organ stops. You think he'd propped them open with matchsticks. So that I work around in those. That they could be bathers. They could be budgie smugglers.
But they're underwear.
But the underwear. The underwear doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know if it's bathers or underwear or what. Doesn't make it.
And I can honestly say that you can't cook, but you give it a go.
I can't cook. You ungrateful toad. What do you mean I can't fucking cook? Toad, now clean that up.
You give that a
Hey, keep your voice down. We're attracting attention.
Mechanically minded, not.
No,
but you give it a go.
Oh, yeah. So when was the last time you changed the oil filters in the boat?
On the way up here.
Yeah, you did too.
Shopping?
Shopping? What? How? What? Yeah, I said I want that, and you take it off the shelf and put it in the basket and wheel it up to the
Yeah, you just go, I'll have one of them, no, I'll have one, number 2, number 3. Oh, I'll just go 3, 4, 5, and you got, like, next thing you got 10 of them.
All right, what have I overbought so far?
You haven't overbought them, but what was the one you had?
Towels, paper towels.
You had biscuits and tuna or something in a packet, like a pre-thing, and then we thought we had 1 or 2. I looked at, there was 8 packets you got. But anyway, you just keep pouring it in. I can say that you can ride a scooter pretty well. You are very generous. You're pretty rude sometimes. You're very hard on yourself.
Who am I rude to?
You're very yourself.
Oh, to myself?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's hardly.
Has he got a temper? Has he got a temper?
At
himself.
Thank you.
At himself.
Not at other people, only incompetence.
Yeah.
Like if you can't undo something or screw something up or can't open a drawer or something gets wrapped around your feet or the cords get, that annoys the
when you
shit out
can't,
of me.
you take the jar off a
that's
jar,
enough. No, that's
and
gone.
then you
No,
just
we've gone too
he's
far
like
now.
trying to do all these push, and I just go get the knife. You know the trick with the knife,
Give you
just flick it up
5
there, and he goes.
seconds. I'll give you 5 seconds more.
But overall,
3,
having a good time.
2, 1.
Button off.